Hello everyone, it's Sandra here, and what do they say about facing your greatest fears? Well, this is my Tumbleweed Worm Café, and although it hasn't done anything to me directly, it is the scene of my bad fall back about the third week of June. It's now the third week of August, and I am still suffering the consequences of that fall. I'll put a little slow motion tape of what my fall looked like at the very end of this video. So I'm back here with my Tumbleweed Worm Cafe to give it a feeding. I've been doing bare minimum to it over the past 2 months, just keeping the worms alive. So I'm going to dig a trench, give some fresh carbon. There's horse manure on top. I didn't feed this bin, I just dumped some horse manure in it. Have no idea if any worms at all are on this top tray or they've all gone down to the lower trays. But in the meantime, I'll give some food up top here, which will help get this bin rehabilitated and back on my good books. All right, so dig a trench first. So there's some shredded cardboard and shredded newspaper in this trench. Let me now just put some food in the middle for these worms. All right, there's some of my blended food scraps, nice and moist to take care of this dry paper. Hopefully I can tempt some of the worms back up from the lowest levels to like me again. They've all gone down and licking the juices up from the bottom levels. But hopefully check back in a little bit and hopefully they've come up for this food. So I'll now play my sad video showing my foolish fall, something that I think maybe others can learn from, certainly anyone else in a wheelchair or mobility device. So here I am, pulled up sideways to the Worm Cafe. My left arm is not only resting on the drainage tray, I'm actually putting some weight on it. You'll notice the left wheel on my scooter starts to tip. I start to go over. I've got cotton shorts on and they actually slide sideways on my scooter seat. The next thing you know, I'm doing a hard sit on the concrete path. My head goes back, hits the concrete. I didn't realize that at the time. The Worm Cafe ends up kind of on my hip area, and luckily no worms were hurt in this process. There were very, very few in the bottom tray this time. I put out the call for Landon, who's working from home, to come get me. And you'll see that after a hug, one of the first things I do is I hand him the leg from the Worm Cafe that has somehow ended up loose. I'm not sure whether that is what caused the problem, but certainly something to watch for someone like me that may lean on it from time to time. So although it wasn't a fall from a great height, the consequences to someone who's already got health issues were quite dramatic. The concussion seems to be in my rearview mirror, but the spine and hip injuries are still something that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. Thank you so much for everyone's well wishes. I can't tell you how much it's meant to me to get the support from the worm community and beyond.